Hello and welcome. This is Bhavna, the Golden Light, and we are starting our podcast back together again. And this is God, Goodness, Love, and Light. And this time, I am interviewing Leon Levstick. He is a very powerful. He calls himself Leon the Golden Hands, and that's what pulled me to him as being the Golden Light. And he's discovered his healing powers while he was just 10 years old. And then he started his journey towards enlightenment. And he has dedicated his life to helping people with their health issues. And he's been doing many different things. He includes many modalities, including the Sanyo method, traditional Chinese method, Ayurveda, herbalism, shamanic healing, rituals, secret resonance, various Oregon generators, quantum healing methods, and he has many energy medicine techniques. He practices almost like 29. So I would love to invite him and know more about him. And he offers retreats in Bosnia, Valley of Pyramids, Egypt, Turkey, and India. Does, wonderful stuff. And we are going to invite him so we can talk more about what he does. You can read about him in the description below. I will have his bio right down there. So please definitely try to read about him and connect with him. But as we continue doing this topic of, God, goodness, love, and light, it is about where you are in your life, why you got started, and what is that aha moment, the breakthroughs you went through, and the work of the light you are doing. So let's connect with Leon Levstick. Welcome, Leon.
Hi, guys.
And there we are. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you. You?
I am wonderful. Thank you. And it's good to have you with us. And we'll start with, how did you get started? I read as I was reading it, you were introduced or you connected at 10 years old. So tell us more about that.
Yeah, well, if I recall my memories right, some family friend has had some back problems, and he asked me, Leon, why don't you rub me a little bit? And I did. And he felt immediately a lot better. And this became basically a routine for family friends to come for the coffee, for whatever, and me massaging them their backs. That
Nice.
was, yeah, that was for, I don't know, from 10 till, I don't know, 18, 20. Then, girls came a little bit easier. And in my mid 30s, I met my wife, and she actually introduced me into spirituality, into starting to awaken. And here I am. So 25 years later.
Uh-huh. And tell me a little bit about your enlightenment experience. What was that for you, and what did you do to achieve that?
So as I mentioned, I met my wife and starting to go to her sessions one-on-one. Then she invited me to her group and for the workshops, and everything started to go really, 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 really fast. So not just enlightenment, but also remembering stuff I forgot. When you're reborn, you know nothing about everything, and I starting to remember, and I started to have deja vu's, knowledge, the buildings I built, where we have lived. First the good stuff,
Uh-huh.
Then came the not so nice stuff, the karmic stuff, the Pandora box. And when I finally was ready to open it, it just came through everything. It was, let's say, painful process, but I would do it again any day.
Wonderful. So you basically, as you started your spiritual journey, you opened the Pandora box and you were able to go back in time and witness all
Yeah,
the good things and the bad things, and then okay, let's deal with this.
yeah. I'm like I'm like that. If something bad is going to happen, just give me the bad news. Period. Directly. I deal with it. I would probably take few deep breaths, but I like being direct information told as it is, not uh, dancing around a hot plate like a cat. So I'm direct. Sometimes too much, they say.
I feel it is more like, also thing that we stay and we are very direct because we are very honest. We want to tell the people
Yeah,
about what actually is happening instead of going around the bush like a lot of people do. And I'm also pretty direct. I'm like, I'm just going to be very honest. I'm going to, I'm seeing this. Can I tell you about this? And this is what is going on in your body or in your life. And let's just shift that, you know?
yeah,
I believe you
exactly.
do the same thing. So that's
Yeah,
wonderful, you know? And that helps the person to shift easily and faster because when you're being honest with that person, it helps them to acknowledge that part of themselves to allow that shift to happen, right?
exactly. And if they're not ready for ascension, for the healing process to start even.
So
And
have you had an experience where somebody came in and you told them and they
a
were like,
lot,
no, 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 I don't want
a
this,
lot,
I don't like it, and they just went
a,
away and didn't come back?
yeah, a lot. Let's say from 10 new clients regarding healing, eight probably. They're not coming back because they do not want to change.
And I totally agree with that because I've also met in my journey like where people come and I see they're supposed to be doing such big work, but they're like scared. There's a fear
Yeah,
in them that, oh my God, I don't think I can do that. And then they take the back seat and be like, okay, bye bye. In my, when the time is right. And I
yeah,
always say, you came here now to receive this information. Well, this is the time because you are ready for it. But,
exactly.
you know, it somehow seems for them like, no, 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 no. So I feel I let them go because they still have a lot of personal work, personal development, mindset work to do before they can step up.
Exactly. So the biggest obstacle is basically ego, uh, the alter ego, not the healthy part of it. And you know this. So the alter ego is saying, no, 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 that's hurt. That will hurt. That will be, uh, not good for you.
Mhm.
Uh, and the truth is the opposite. Yeah, it hurts a little bit. It hurts for, let's say, a few days, a month, two, three, four, five, six, seven, maybe a year. But then you're coming out on the other end, a completely new person.
True.
So, as I believe, um, Einstein said, if you're not prepared to change, you cannot expect changes.
True. Yes, because if you're not ready to even see the changes, even if you're experiencing it, and you're not
Exactly.
ready, you're in denial, then you'll still remain where you are, whether
Exactly.
in your mindset or in your life, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Exactly.
so if you're open, then the shifts happen faster.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, as you know, this transformation happens, let's say, in healing, in workshops, a little bit faster or not. Depends on the person, on type of the workshop, how intense is it, but very intensely on retreats.
So tell
And
me, as we talk about retreats, that you also do retreats. How did you get into retreats, and what led you to I want to do retreats for people?
oof,
How did that start?
that's a long story. But to make
Let's
it
try it.
short,
Let's. I
yeah,
would
to
love
make
to
it short,
hear.
what was I don't know, 15, maybe 15 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, some friends went to Sarajevo from Slovenia.
Mhm.
Um, and on the way back, they stopped in Visoko to the pyramids to see them, the famous pyramids. And they came really frustrated back, disappointed because they expected um, Egyptian pyramids like stuff, and it's not. It's completely different. And the whole spirituality stuff um, mm, wasn't marketing, wasn't promoted, but it was promoted as the Egyptian pyramid or Mayan pyramids or Mexican, things like this. But this is not the same thing. And me and my wife said, okay, let's go. We'll see it. And the next year, I think in
So
September,
it was just you and your wife who were traveling there.
and no, and two of our friends, dear friends at the time, we went also to Sarajevo to see the city and everything after for a long time, and we came back to Visoko, and we went to the top of the pyramid, to the tunnels, and after a touristic tour of the tunnels, me and my wife and me came out pale, like a wall, completely white. And we just look at each other. You you got the same message as I did. Yeah. And the message was, you need to move here. And we did. And next year,
So where did you move from?
from Slovenia, from Ljubljana. So the next year in May, I believe, we came for 1 month just to try it out if this is truly the thing that we need to do. And the first time we went to the tunnels, again came out pale white as the snow. Same
Wow.
message, and that was probably a week after devastating floods that were in Bosnia. So everything was, let's say, 80% of the water was still there, trash everywhere. You won't believe the smell. Uh, and we stayed for a month. We went to the tunnels every day. Um, Visited a lot of places around here. You know, discovering things, looking for apartments, for a house. And on the last day, half an hour before we went home, we found a house to rent. And we agreed that we will come on September the 1st. And we came um, with 3 cars, uh, all the stuff we had. So we didn't rent our apartment in Ljubljana because we still had a business there, healing and workshops and everything. So we were moving monthly.
Okay.
Three
Back and
weeks
forth.
in, yeah, 3 weeks in Bosnia and 1 week in Slovenia. So that was hell week up there. Everything has to be concentrated in 1 week. And we made a calculation how much we need to make, how much we need to earn so that we can afford going up and down and basically living here. At the time, prices here were so cheap that only we managed to save only for the food, on food, for the cheap up and down. In 3 weeks, the prices were basically less than half here. Now they are almost the same.
So they have gone up in prices in 15
Yeah,
years. Wow. Yes,
So,
as everywhere else in the world.
so yeah, that was what, 12 years, 13 years ago.
Hmm.
And with COVID, our retreat business actually died because that was the first year that we were fully booked for the whole year. Had a lot of reservation paid already, and uh, another reservation, whole lot of reservations that haven't been paid, thank God. And the COVID hit, and we were left. We were living in Bosnia with no business anymore. So, and we had to go back. So, but we kept the company we had here alive, and it still is alive, still functioning a bit. Uh, so we're still our business is still focused in Slovenia with clients and everything there. So yeah, we're still moving up and down, but now we come for only 1 week to Bosnia.
So you don't stay there anymore, but you just travel up and down.
Yeah, always.
Okay. And so, how was your first retreat as you created that retreat? What was that, um, you know, people experience when they came to the retreat? What were some of the aha moments people experienced while they were at the retreat? The first retreat. I'm talking about your first retreat you did.
Oh, the first retreats, we just packed all our friends and said, okay, this is a lot of things is going on here. There's things that are special. This is a very special and sacred place. So you should come to see it. And it was more touristic, one with sightseeing more than anything else, but we did some meditations and meditation. If you meditate here right, in the right way, and you know uh, all the procedures that need to be followed, and you obey them, it's it's a let's say the simple meditation, mindfulness meditation is transformational by itself. So if you connect to the pyramid, do the all the sacred stuff you need to do, and it's crazy. It's extremely powerful and extremely transformational. And basically, you download, let's say, 10 to 15 years of information and energies and frequencies. Then they slowly install like software, and you begin your transformational process.
Perfect. So, would you like to share maybe one or two experiences people witnessed, apart from just like download, how their lives changed when they came to your retreats afterwards?
Uh, hmm. It's basically transformational and healing. All the problems usually, if they also have some health issues,
Hmm.
not really problems, not big problems, that's separate. Uh, when
Like
they
what?
go home, usually those problems are gone.
Mhm. Like
Usually.
what kind of health issues? Because I
Let's say sinuses or that, let's say minor stuff. Minor, but still somehow important.
right, right, right.
But funny stuff is when you come for it, let's say if you have a cancer, uh, third or even fourth stage, uh, it's, let's put it this way. Had a patient from Serbia that she had lung cancer late fourth stage
Mhm.
with some uh, bacteria, flesh-eating bacteria and MRSA infection on three spots. Uh, she was basically, she couldn't walk 100 meters on flat ground without stopping and gasping for air. After a week, she could walk almost kilometer on slightly on upright,
Wow, that's nice.
and her infection went back. Not healed, and but went significantly back, improved. So
I love that.
unfortunately, when she got home, her state rapidly deteriorated because all the kids, all the problems, and she basically decided, no, no, it's enough, and she died, I think, in 3 4 days afterwards, after our call, and we had the meeting, and we prepared her for the transition, and she, as her husband told us, she died without pain.
That's nice. Yeah. It's sad, but it's nice that at least she, passed on without any pain.
Yeah, and just before she went back, she take some blood samples
Hmm.
and send it to the lab for checking, and they said that there was no cancer cells anymore.
So basically, she passed. No, she died a normal death.
Yeah, because it was, she had they had 5 kids, uh, one, I think, 6 months old. Others were, I think, 18, 20, the oldest.
Mhm.
And the community they were living in, it's, let's say, Orthodox Christian.
Okay. So, Leon,
Yeah.
knowing so much about you, we would love to experience something. Can you give a taste of you to the people who are listening or watching this? So, can you maybe do a meditation or some healing? Take us or through something, an experience of you.
Okay. Mm, okay. Let's close our eyes
Okay.
and hands in beggar's position, so palms up, and relax in the whatever position you're in, sitting, lying down, uh, and try not to think about anything. Just focus on my voice and breathing for now. So we will take 6 deep breaths. We will breathe in through our nose and exhale through our mouth. And when we're breathing in, uh, we're going to breathe uh, emerald green energy from above, from God, from Creator, through our crown chakra to our heart chakra. And when we exhale also emerald green energy from our heart, and we'll feel it, our energy field. So this egg shape, like space around us. It's around, let's say, half a foot around us. And we do this cycle 6 times. So nose, mouth, emerald green inhale, exhale, emerald green, and repeat 6 times. This should be simple. Now imagine that in front of you there's angel of love, and behind angel, your guardian angel. They're hugging you. Their energies are going
A
through you.
little louder.
Sorry. Imagine that in front of you there's angel of love, and behind angel of your guardian angel, and they're hugging each other, and you're in between. Their energies are coming through you. You feel very safe, comfortable, warm. And when you feel this, you're going to start to fly, to elevate ourselves and raise our awareness and consciousness through the air towards the space. And we will rising as long as it's needed so that we see Earth, the planet, in this beautiful blue marble called Gaia as a tennis ball that small. Extend your arms and speak towards Earth, towards Gaia. My heart is your heart. Your heart is my heart. We are one, never ever separated, always merged into one. Pick up the earth with your hands and slowly, with all the respect, put it in your heart like this. Enjoy in these energies and feel the bliss and oneness with Earth, the Gaia, our Mother. And now take a few deep breaths so you can relax, and we will start slow descent towards Earth, your seat, where are you stationed, and when you're here and now, take another few breaths so you can relax even more and start grounding yourself. Don't hurry, take your time. When you truly feel that you're in your body, you can open your eyes.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
my
I
pleasure.
literally felt it and had an experience just going out and then coming back in.
Cool, nice,
Yeah,
nice,
beautiful.
nice to hear that.
Yeah, beautiful. And I saw the green light come in immediately when you called on.
Cool. So
Yeah.
you can extend it. So if you have problems connecting to yourself, just make, sorry, 13 deep breaths deep cycles, the beginning. So it's easier for some for me and you. That's like this. Some people need more time, so we need to uh, we need to compensate for that.
Right, right. That was so beautiful. So
Thank you.
here, um, where do people find you? So if you can just, um, you know, say your website, and we'll have all your details in the description below, so people can find you. So if you
Yeah.
can just also mention quickly, say your name, your Facebook page, or your website.
Okay. You can find me on esoterictrips.com, on Facebook page Leon Golden Hands or Leon Leostick, uh, or Facebook page Esoteric Trips. You can also find me on Twitter under my own name, I believe. Or I changed it. I don't know. On Instagram also as Esoteric Trips. So on and on YouTube also as Esoteric Trips. I'm all over the place.
Okay, so it's esoteric
Yes.
trips.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
And so, everybody, please connect with Leon and see if you are pulled and called. And if you had an amazing experience, please write down in the comments, and you can connect with him and start your transformation journey. So,
Exactly.
Thank you for coming. And
Thank you
I
for
really
having.
appreciate that. So
Thank you
as
for
we
having.
conclude this episode about connecting with ourselves and growing our energies and connecting with the light and bringing that light into our lives to step into being more of ourselves, continue being that, even if you struggle, everyday struggle, because the struggles won't stop. But that is only in your mind till your mind sees that as struggle. Look at it as, I always say, it's an evolution to your next step. So keep moving through that, you know, as if you are just driving and you just had a red light come, and then there's again the green light. So you stop for some time, but then there's always going to be a green light. So keep moving through it, through life, but knowing that you're moving towards the light or being in the light. Choose the light. All right. With that, God, goodness, love, and light, we will see you again in our next episode with someone special. Until then, have a great time. Namaste.
Namaste.